Okay, all right. We're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of pillar prep and movement prep, otherwise known as your warm-up, and then we're going to have fun with our workout today. So I am Coach Christina. Welcome to Jolt. Let's go ahead and come down onto your mat so that way we can warm up your pillar or your core, shoulders, torso, and hips. We're going to do a side bridge hold for about 35 seconds. So with that, you're going to lie on your side. Shoulder is going to be stacked over the elbow. Feet can be stacked or staggered. And you're just going to raise your hip up to the sky in 3, 2, 1. It's going to look like so. Okay, nice and tall, shoulders down and back. And option number 2 is going to be to bend that bottom leg and press against the outside of the knee. Again, trying to keep it tight in the torso, trying to keep nice, proper posture. Okay. As you're in this position, try to focus on your breathing, taking deep breaths in through your nose. Nice little pause, and then exhaling out of your mouth. We have 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Switch over to the opposite side. Okay. Again, shoulders are stacked, everything's stacked all the way through. Okay. You can support yourself on your feet, both feet. You can stagger your feet or hang on that bottom knee. We have about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and come down. Excellent. We're going to take it into a spinal rotation move now called a pretzel. So again, knees are stacked. We're going to go ahead and take that top leg and just pretend like you have a pillow underneath that top leg. Hold on to that leg with your bottom hand. Then you're going to fold your other leg, grab onto the foot. You can also just leave that leg straight. But what we want to do here is we're going to try to press our top shoulder to the floor, opening our chest to the ceiling. And then come back up. I'm going to have you reset a little bit each time. So you're going to come out of that stretch, take a big breath in, and then try to press that bottom shoulder to the floor each time. You can even extend your hand out if you like. Come back. If you want to up the ante and you want a little bit more of a stretch, that's where you have that bottom leg folded and you'll be stretching out that bottom leg. One more time, come back up. And as you drop that shoulder back, go ahead and give me a deep exhale. Nice job. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Okay. So lying on your side, take that top leg, bring it up. You can hold on to that leg toward the floor, pin it to the floor, grab the opposite leg, open up that hip, take a big breath in, exhale, and try to open up your chest toward the ceiling. Coming up a little bit each time just to reset. We're going to do 4 breaths. And last one. Excellent. All right. From there, we're going to take it into a hip rotation with an extension. So you're coming down onto all 4s. Okay, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You're going to open one knee out to the side as high as you can go, kind of like you're doing a fire hydrant, like what a dog would do. Bring it up. Notice that I'm leading with the heel up to the sky and then coming back down. So let's stay on that same side for 5 more reps. Out, around, squeeze that glute and bring it down. Out. Back down. We're just trying to get a little bit of glute activation with this exercise because we do have some RDLs, we have some squats. So everything, we definitely want to make sure that the core and the glutes are warmed up to be able to perform those moves. Once you hit 6, go ahead and take it to the other side. Open up as high as you can with your knee, swing it around, lead with the heel, try to make a footprint in the ceiling above you. All the while, you're trying to keep your torso tight. So keep your core tight, as you take your hip into these ranges of motion. Excellent. Once you hit number 6, you can go ahead and take it into a standing position and give yourself enough space to move out to the side, because we're going to take it into a side lunge. Okay, hips go back. You're going to press yourself back to start and either take it into a knee hug or a leg cradle. Okay, if you do a knee hug, you're holding up toward your chest. If you do a leg cradle, you're going, pushing and pulling toward the opposite shoulder. Okay, out. Again, we're just trying to stretch that glute. Stretch. Out. Inner thigh stretch on one leg and a glute stretch on the opposite leg. Okay, one more time. Out, up, and across. Good. Other side. Toes stay pointing forward, out, up. I'll take it to a knee tuck or a cradle. And let's do 3 more. Out. Last one. Stand up tall. Good deal. All right, from there, we're going to take it into a squat with an overhead press. So hands are going to stay up in a static position. You're going to be driving those thumbs behind you. Get into your squat position, okay, about shoulders width apart or so. And as you go down, we're actively pressing those thumbs back to try to keep a proud chest position. Okay, let's go ahead and do 6 more. Big breath in. Exhale as you come up, squeeze your butt. One more. Good deal. Ooh, already breaking a little bit of a sweat. Okay, and then lastly, we'll take it into a hand walk, long lever position. So we're gonna walk out. We're gonna chop it at the hips, keep that proud chest position, walk out. If this is challenging enough for you here, go ahead and take it back. Otherwise, I want you to walk your hands out as far as you can go. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs, press into the ground, and then take it back to start. Reach for the sky. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. Chop it at the hips, bend the knees, walk out. See if you can get those hands just a little bit farther this time, and then take it back up. Last one. Excellent. Nice job, everybody. Okay, we should be feeling pretty warmed up. We've gone through some ranges of motion. As I mentioned before, maybe even broke a little bit of a sweat. That's good. That means your core temperature is up and we can get to moving and grooving with our first circuit. So throw that in the chat box just so you have it, just in case you're moving at a different pace as the rest of us. Woo. Okay, so if you'll see on your screen or just listen to me, we have 3 exercises on our first circuit. 2 of them are going to be core activation exercises and one's going to be a power move. The first one, I'm going to demo all 3, starting with the first being the 1-arm lift from a plank position. Okay, so you're going to come down into your push-up position, hands are close together. We're going to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs, and you're just going to give me a thumbs up to the corners of the room. Okay, so you'll be here, up, come back down, over to the other side. Now, what we want to do here in that movement is try to keep the hips as still as possible. So you can do it from a toe position. You can also do it from a knee down position. The important thing, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, because this is an anti-rotation exercise. We're going to do 14 or 7 on each arm. So I like to count up to 14. Up to you, however you want to swing it. Second exercise is going to be V-ups. Okay, we're going to do a set of 12. I'll show you an alternative if V-ups is not in your wheelhouse. There's always different ways to complete these exercises. So V-up will come up, try to touch knees, shin, or toes, and then come back down. So here, that's option number one. Option number two, shin hugs, sitting back at the middle to top of your butt, coming out and back up. If neither one of those work for you at this time, go ahead and take it into, we'll take it into a bridge here and toe taps. Just take it out and back. If you would also complete, the same amount, let's do 12 of those. So 6 on each side for those toe taps. And your final exercise, we're gonna take it into a high pull, okay? Excuse me. So our power high pull, you're gonna go into a hinge, and then we're just gonna drive your elbows up and out into a shrug. So coming up, back down, okay? If you are familiar with this exercise, you might have done it at a slower pace before where you're standing in a tall position and we just come out and back. If your weight is light enough, you're more than welcome to do that. You have a set of 10, but if you want to turn it into a power move, you can stand to go a little heavier, or like for what I'm using, I would probably tire out at about 4 or 5. So it's very similar to our push and press, where when our arms are tired, when we're pressing overhead, we use those legs to help push up. This is kind of a similar concept, I guess, is you're going into that hinge and then explosively trying to pull up and then back down, okay? Don't feel obligated to hold that weight. Just let it float up and then come back down. We'll do it together so you'll see it in action. You can do either or, the faster paced one or the slower paced one, okay? Let's start off with 3 rounds, see where we're at with time. You're going on your own accord. I'm gonna set a timer for about 6 minutes or so, and we're gonna cycle through those exercises. If you get more than 3 rounds, that's totally fine. Take some time to rest after the high pull. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in the chat box. All right, are we ready? Cool. I'm gonna set the time. Let's go ahead and start off with those 1-arm lifts. Whether you're from a knee down position or a toe position, you have 14 total, 7 on each side. And let's go. Try to keep your hips as still as possible. I always tell people to imagine that they have a glass of water on their back and you do not want to spill that water. Give it a little pause as you come up. Once you hit 14, you can take it to your V-ups or your tap outs, okay? You have 12. And then you have your 10 high pulls, explosive high pulls, or just regular standing tall, pulling up and out. Okay, you're just pulling up and out. Okay. All right. Similar to the start of a clean, coming up and then back down. Okay. Brace your core, stand up tall, extend through the hips, the knees, and the ankles. Try not to hit your face. Yeah, that too. Once you hit 10, shake it out. It starts to wear on your shoulders a little bit. Not wear, it starts to work your shoulders a little bit. So shake them out. Take some time, grab water, whatever you have to drink. And then when you're ready, you start out from the top with the 1-arm lift. This is your workout, so you determine your intensity. You take your rest time when you need to rest, if it's not at the end of the set, right? And slow it down if you feel like you're starting to lose control or maybe get a little sloppy. Slow it down, regain your balance, find yourself, and then continue moving forward, guys. As you're doing that lift, we want to make sure we control that arm that comes up about shoulder height. Try not to just throw that arm up there. Come up with control and then down with control, okay? Pack the shoulders down and back, up, pause, and then back down.
Doing well, team, doing well. You have a couple of more minutes left. Okay, if you're on your third round, excellent. If you're ahead of us, hey, that's cool too. You got your own workout. We're just setting the stage, and you make it go up, make it go down, whatever works for you. Ooh. Think we have any questions, but let's double check that. No questions. All right. All you guys that have your videos on, looking good, looking good. All right. If you've been coming to this class long enough, you know you do have the option to make your adjustments, right? Some of you guys have 2 dumbbells, some of you guys have 1 dumbbell, a kettlebell. Make your adjustments as necessary. I appreciate that you're able to do that and you're not just standing there, right? That's excellent. So keep it up. Doing a great job. We're in about our last minute or so. Okay, so finish what you can. If you're at the end of your set, give about 40 seconds. You can just rest it until the next circuit, or you can keep moving to the very end. Last 6 seconds. Okay, I'm going to be your time caller. You're done in 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. All right, good deal. Let me make sure what I put on the chat box is everything that I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, so then if you see on your screen, you're moving down just a little farther. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises that we're going to complete. Okay, and all you have to remember is the number 5 or 10. If you're doing both sides of your body, a movement that involves both sides of your body, you're doing it for 10 reps. If you're doing one side or the other, like a lunge, you're doing 5 on 8 sides to equal 10 total. Okay. All right. First exercise, we have RDLs, single leg RDLs. You can use one weight. Show you what the 2-handed RDL or 2-legged RDL is. If you prefer to do 2 legs at a time, you're just going into a hinge and a squeeze. Okay, it's option number 1. What I'm asking you to do today, if you're up for it,
is to do a single leg RDL. So you're gonna do 5 on each side, okay? You're gonna hold the weight on one side or one hand while you're supporting yourself with the other leg. So it's gonna look like this. One leg comes up. If I have the weight in my right hand, my right leg is coming up. I'm gonna go into a single leg hinge and then drive up, squeeze that glute. For a few weeks now, we've been working with the kickstand RDL where you keep your foot on the floor and come up. You can do either or. The single leg balance is the next progression to that kickstand. So you have 1, you have 2, or double leg, which will do 10, okay? 5 and 5, then you're gonna take it into a bent row, a set of 10, go into your hinge, 2 arm pull, up and down, you have 10 of those. Then you're gonna take it into a squat to press or thruster, okay? Squat, drive through the heels, up and press, you have 10 of those. Then you have lunges, 5 on each side. You can rack your weight here, okay? You can rack your weight down below, or you can do 1 at a time, okay? In any case, you have 5 lunges on each side, okay? And your last exercise is a squat, just a regular old squat with a pause at the bottom, okay? So get into your squat position, drive down, 2 count, 1, 2, and then drive up, squeeze your butt at the top, okay? We're gonna set a timer of about 12 minutes. And again, you're gonna go through it as many times as possible, as many as you can, okay? 5 exercises. You have the list on your screen. And in any case, you can just follow us along, okay? If you have any questions, throw it in the chat box. Otherwise, take a few deep breaths. Let's get started with that RDL, 1 leg RDL, 5 and 5. Here we go. All right. Nice little hinge. Drive up, squeeze that butt. Remember, all the movements, proud chest, shoulders down and back, hinge at the hips. You're moving at the hips. Once you hit 5 on one side, take it 5 on the other. Okay, you switch arms, switch legs, opposite limbs working together. Try to control your body. You don't want to be swinging your leg out and swinging it back up. If you start to lose your balance, go into that kickstand where that back leg is on the floor, okay? Okay, then you go to your row. So we're giving the lower body a break, going up to the back and the biceps. You have 10 rows. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. Okay, after your row, you have to clean up your weight and go into a squat to press or a thruster. Squat, drive up. You have 10 of those. There's no pause at the bottom here, only on the last set of squats. Once you catch your breath, you have lunges, 5 on each side. You can top rack, suitcase hold, like I'm doing here, or take it to 1 dumbbell. Once you hit 5, switch. You need a break, put the dumbbells down, give yourself a little bit of a shake, because then you have your squat with the pause at the bottom. You can also do 2 dumbbells, or you can do 1 dumbbell holding at your chest, okay? Okay. Pause at the bottom on these squats. And then drive up, squeeze your butt. Woo! You can take a break after those squats. Catch your breath. Okay. If you finished around the time that we did, that was about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll give myself until the 4-minute mark to start again. So I'll give myself about 20 seconds to rest. If you need longer, take longer. Okay. Whew. Whenever you're ready, start at the top with the RDLs. Okay. Okay. 5 and 5. 10 if you have both feet on the ground. Okay. Nice and tall. Hinge. Drive up. Squeeze that base leg butt cheek. Now, when you do this, you want to keep your hips going you want to keep your hips close. So for the leg that goes up, try not to let it open. You want to push that hip down to stay square with the ground. Okay. Your body's going to try to go through the path of least resistance. So your hips are going to want to open up when you go down. You have to resist that. Try to resist that force. That's where a hinge here with your foot on the floor will help you stay more square. We are looking good, guys. We're about halfway in as far as time is concerned right now. So just keep moving. Take your breaks when you need to. Okay. Hydrate when you need to. Ooh. I know I mentioned doing 2 weights or 1 weight. Right. Everybody's at different fitness levels. So if it's challenging enough for you to do body weight, or you just want to mix in a body weight exercise in there, especially at the very end with that squat pause, there's no shame. We're just doing body weight, right? I'm going to do body weight just to try to catch my breath, because I feel like my heart is working overtime right now for whatever reason. So I'm going to adjust my workout to fit where I'm at, right? I'm going to meet myself where I'm at, if that makes any sense. So that way I can get another quality set in without totally obliterating myself, right? And continue to do the movements with good form. So know when to dial back and when to push forward, right? You know yourself the best. Ooh. We're gonna see if we can get one more set in. Okay. That can include you or not. Okay. We're at about 9 minutes right now. So we're doing well, doing well. I don't know about for you, but for me, each round, it takes a little bit more time to recover. So take what you need, finish what you can. Drop the weight when you need to drop the weight. Okay. Nice and tall, proud chest, pinch your shoulder blades the whole way through with this movement. On that bent row, make sure you're trying to get at least 45 degrees or 90 degrees. We want to be pulling with our back and not our shoulders, not our shoulder caps, but upper back shoulder blades. Ooh. We're almost there, team, almost there. Give you about 30 more seconds, 30 more seconds. Hey, if you complete your set, just rest. Hey, just hang tight. Time, everybody. Nice job, nice job. Oh, man. Catch your breath. Hey, we're gonna move on to our final little circuit. Ooh, yikes. Okay. For this next circuit, all you're gonna need is body weight. And if you have the luxury of having lighter weights, I would say lighter than what you've been using. So anywhere from maybe 10 to 15 pounds lighter. Let me show you what you're doing. We only have 2 exercises in this circuit, but we're gonna do a descending ladder, okay? With a certain amount of time to be under. And then if you hit the very bottom of the ladder, you're gonna increase, you're gonna go up the ladder, okay? So our first exercise is gonna be, we didn't have them last week. If you came today's class, you get them this week. We have burpees. So you're gonna do 10 burpees, okay? Remember with your burpees, you can do a half burpee or staying in a tall position. You can kick your feet out or step out here. You can do a push-up burpee, okay? Whatever you'll do when you come down to this plank position is up to you. You're gonna pop up or step up, reach for the sky, okay? So it's gonna look like so. Out, up, and up, okay? You have 10 of those to start off with. Your second exercise is a dead bug with an overhead press. Okay, so you're gonna get your lighter weight because we're gonna be working on shoulder mobility and core always. Okay, you're gonna come down into a dead bug position. Okay, my shin are parallel to the ground. Okay, and then we're gonna try to decrease the space between our ribs and our hips by crunching up at the shoulders, crunching at the abs, but pulling up at the shoulders. Okay, from here, you're gonna keep your weight close, go straight out, and then pull down, okay? Notice it's a push out and not here. This is a totally different move. I want you to keep your elbows bent and just press out over your head and then back up, okay? So descending ladder, you're gonna start at 10 and we're gonna take 2 reps away each time. So second round is 8, third round is 6, all the way down. If you get to 2, you're gonna reverse it and go back up, 2, 4, 6, 8. Just go down to 2 one time and then start to go back up the ladder again, okay? All right, we're gonna set a time of about, let's see how much we can get in 5 minutes. That's not too much time. You're just gonna keep moving, okay? Take your break when you need to. Let's start off with 10. Then you're just gonna go down the ladder, -2 each time, okay? All right, did you guys get that? 10, 8, 6, blah, blah, blah. Once you hit 2, go back up the ladder again. Okay, we have 5 minutes, so do as much as you can in 5 minutes. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember with those burpees, if you have an elevated surface, the edge of a sofa, you can also use that to put your hands there. Woo. All right, elbows are bent. Hey, you're crunching up, shoulders off the floor. And we're just gonna try to stabilize our core while we press out and pull back in. There you have 10. Now you don't have to go all the way out. All right, if by the time you get arms straight, you're dropping the weight, don't go out that far. Go as far as you can go, and then back to start. Make sure that you're trying to keep those abs crunched up. It's a little taxing when you're trying to catch your breath. Second round, you're doing 8. Woo. 8 and 8. Woo. We're about halfway into the time, guys. 2:43. Okay. 6. You're right. Yeah, we're at 6. Ay, ay, ay. Woo. Coming up on 1 minute and 10 seconds. Finish what you can. We are on 4 now. Wherever you're at, as long as you feel your body working, it's all that matters. That is all that matters. Woo. 30 seconds. Last 10. You're at 3, 2, 1, and time. Good job, everybody. Nice, nice. Good little finisher right there. All right. Time is about 12:44. Hey, if you forgot to dip out, no worries. Thank you for joining. If you can stick around, let's do a little bit of stretching just to kind of get that heart rate down. And might as well stretch just to cool down and just get those muscles long for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, we're gonna start off with a half kneel to stretch out the quads, and we're gonna go in different directions. But first, let's start with what we know. Okay, so I'll have you get into a half kneeling position because we want to stabilize the leg that you're on. I'm going to ask if you can, I want you to drive your shin into the floor. So you're gonna have to point your toes, drive your shin into the floor. You're gonna feel this stretch out even without moving. From here, we're gonna go forward, hold it for about 2 seconds, and then reset. Okay, we're gonna do 3 in the forward direction. Press that shin into the floor, open up that hip flexor. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can always take same side arm into a palm press and stretch over just a little bit. Okay. All right, from here, we're gonna open up into a 45-degree angle. So my toes are pointing forward, the top leg, I'm gonna move it out to the corners of the room, or one corner of the room. Okay, from here, I'm gonna align myself, ears over shoulders, and then lean towards that direction. You're gonna feel a stretch on the inside of that thigh. Come back, take a big breath in, nice and tall posture. Okay, stretch into it. Come back one more time, big breath in. Exhale as you settle into that move. Okay, we did forward, we did 45 degrees. Now we're going to do 90. So you're going to open up that toe all the way to the side, but your body is going to be facing forward. Okay, big breath in, lean into it. You're really going to feel a stretch on the inside of that thigh. Come back up, big breath in, lean into it. Exhale as you lean. Come back up one more time. Excellent. We do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Okay. Front leg up. I'm going to drive that back shin into the floor. Okay. That's going to allow me to squeeze my butt. Lean towards me. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can go palm up and over. Then you'll really feel it at that hip area. Come back. Take a big breath in. Come back. One more time. Good. Open up the knee to the corner of the room. Okay. Lean into it. I didn't say it, but every time you reset, make sure you take a breath in. And then as you stretch, try to relax into that stretch. Breathe it out. One more time. Excellent. All right, one final time. Move that toe out to the side. Try to stay facing forward. And we'll stretch. Oof, that is tight. Yikes. Two more times. Big breath in. And last time. Excellent. All right, you're going to come down onto all fours. Let's stretch out the back. Okay, you'll get into a child's pose position or quadruped, all fours. Sit back onto your heels. Okay, stretch out your fingertips. Let's go ahead and take a big breath in. Feel free to close your eyes. You can relax your forehead on the floor one more time. Let's stretch each side of the back. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the left side. If you feel your butt come off of your heels, try to sit back onto your heels as much as you can, being gentle with your knees. You can stack your shoulders. Big breath in. One more time. And let's do the same thing over on the other side. So walk your hands toward the center and then across. Again, try to sit back onto your heels. You can stack your shoulders if you like. Let's take 2 big breaths in. Let them out slowly. One more time. And finally, let's come back to the center. Stretch your fingertips out as far as you can. Go ahead and give me one final breath in. Big breath, fill your belly. And slowly let that out. Excellent, guys. Give yourself a hand. You did great. Nice job. Thank you for joining. I hope to see you next Monday. Have a wonderful day and have a great week. Thank you.